Hello, focus friends. Today I'm going to be asking, can you trick yourself into a better focus state? Some years ago, before smartphones were a thing, I was a bit chaotic. I used to set my watch 5 minutes later than the actual time. My idea was that I'd be more likely to get into gear for a meeting and there'd be less chance that I'd arrive late. But of course, there's something that doesn't quite work when you try to trick yourself like this. For starters, you know that you've done it. So you always know that you can mentally subtract 5 minutes from the minute hand, and then that's the actual time. But then in another odd way, it does kind of work. Physically seeing the minute hand of the watch on the hour when you're not at the meeting does prompt a certain emotional response. It's like it more effectively reminds of the embarrassment of a late arrival. Today, I want to relate a mental trick that we can play on ourselves that really works, even when we're fully aware that we're doing it. In our distracted lives, and in this time when even adults seem to suffer from ADHD, focus is at a premium. It's far from a commodity. So if you can master it, you'll be head and shoulders above the competition. Of course, the quality of focus achieved varies greatly from person to person and from day to day, but we're all able to improve over time, and we can all choose to focus ever more selectively. For me, for a while, I felt inadequate in terms of my ability to sustain focus. If you ask me the question, what does starting a business demand of you in terms of focus? I would have felt a pang of anxiety, and perhaps I'd have had a lack of belief. Indeed, if we set or place a target too high, we can demoralize ourselves. Now, you'll hear a range of opinion on this, but I think a good 4 hours of focus a day is actually pretty realistic and it's a practical level. If you do just 4 hours a day of high quality focus, I reckon you'll do pretty well in life. So I agree with Tim Ferriss. He's the author of The 4 Hour Work Week, and he espouses with flexibility roughly 4 hours good focus a day is a good target to aim for. His book's a great read, and I provide a link to it below this video. But what if, as is true for so many today, your focus state is shot to pieces and even 4 hours seems daunting? Well, in line with the simple focus philosophy, take small steps and work up to it. But if you employ the technique that I'm about to recommend, I reckon you'll surprise yourself and you'll get there pretty rapidly. So here's the trick. At first, attempt to achieve just 1 hour of focus. But bargain with yourself. Say to yourself, as I'm going for such a short period, I'm going to double down on ensuring I have laser focus with no slacking off whatsoever. But surely just 1 hour isn't enough, I hear you say. Where's the trick that will make this work? But of course it's simple. If you do apply yourself with laser focus even for just an hour, you'll find quite naturally it turns into 3 or 4 or maybe even 7, 8 or 9. Because of course that's the way focus and flow state works. The more you commit to it, the more you stay in it, the more you want to stay in it.